Hi, Ophiuchus. If you want to come on in, have a seat for some symbolic support. Here's your ink blot made in your name and essence. If you want to take a screenshot so you can scry in your own time and terms for shapes or symbols that speak to your psyche and psychic senses. Opies, as always, thank you for being my muse. Thank you for holding space for me to share my insights and allowing me to be a guest in your aura. I'm going to start doing something a little different. I'm going to read from one perspective, and that way I can revisit this, flipping it, and you'll get a second reading within the week or the month. And I'm going to scribe insights around this as well, and when I revisit it, so I'll post it on Instagram at some point in time. Okay, Opies. Taking a deep breath, releasing the race and the rush, activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. Let's go. Feeling a lot of lion energy up here. Like that. I don't know if the camera will pick it up. Oops. But they look like some sort of gates. Okay, so there's could be in your solar plexus space or simply your solar plexus. That's how I'm reading that. So not necessarily solar like the sun, but soul, SOUL, solar plexus. There's gates. It's a door. I might go into it in a moment, if you should permit. They're protected by, I'm going to say phoenix energies, but I'm really digging like lions or sphinxes. These are old doors, but they're so bright when you see them. Or at least when I'm seeing them, Opies. And when I go to open this door, it's like I can see a crack. You know how in Beetlejuice, cult favorite movie, and they draw a door. In case of an emergency, draw a door. Now, I don't feel like this is in case of an emergency. This is a door, the gates. Perhaps this is to the Akashic Apothecary that I know you guys got somewhere, but I'm not really sure. But anyway, so you know how in the movie when the brick wall starts to open up and it's all green and there's like this glowing green. This feels all yellow, but then there is this air of like mystic green. Oh. Mystic green. I don't know if that means something to someone. And I just got a wink. There's a wink in there. Interesting. Go ahead. Okay, I'm gonna take a boo and just kind of peek my head around this auric door, if I may. It leads me to a hallway, but it's not a hallway that goes on and on and on and on. It's almost as if it's like a dimensional door. Thank you. And as soon as I open it, I pass through some sort of portal. But it's so bright, I can't quite make what's happening because I'm not fully committing to wandering through. Perhaps respectively, because it's not my door. There are golden, I think I'm going to pronounce it, gobolinks, and they are like the Victorian ink blots, where there would be an ink blot or ink spilt, and then the artist would draw around it to make it a creature or a character. So there are like a bunch of these golden characters. There's something else I'm seeing. Okay, so as I step towards the door, it's this phoenix, lion, sphinx vibe. They're very earthly. I go towards and in the door, and I peek around, and there's these gobolinks. They're golden. They're playful, almost like a brownie. And then as I creep around a little bit more, and I don't mean creep, but, you know, kind of like, okay, what's going on, left or right? Because it's not a hallway. It's a space. And it's vast. I think it's a whole other landscape. Anywho. And then there's like these also very golden. So they're all very light energies and entities. And it's almost like they're like, rawr. And it's not necessarily implying it's to be scary, or the scariness isn't sufficient. I don't even know that scary is the right word. Okay, so it's like seeing a praying mantis. That's what that is. Opies, you guys are like one of my favorite signs because you just got lots of secret stuff on the go. It's like a praying mantis, so it's not scary, but it has that, you know how they have their little hands that hang, and they just kind of like wobble there. And any sort of insectoid can be off-putting, but I feel like that's the earthly version of me viewing them. But I'm seeing their aura, I'm seeing their energy, I'm seeing their essence, and these praying mantises are I want to say like they're guarding the intention of this portal dimension. Opies, I don't know what you guys are working into. I feel like we just like went right into complete abstract aura land. I dig it. Hopefully you're resonating. So maybe you're doing something, astral travel, something in the dream state. This could even be a dream door that I'm in, and I'm not completely aware of it. The title and labeling it is the least of my concern. But if you understand, if you know what you're doing in relation to maybe coming in and out of the living to other liminal landscapes, I feel as though it's in some sort of mountain. And when I say mountain, nope, it's pyramid-like. There's that sphinxes again. It's pyramid-like. But there's almost something about camping where I'm in a tent and it is a pyramid. It is a version of a pyramid. As I'm camping in the earthly realm, my nose is getting really stuffy. Okay, that's fine. Yes, the tent can represent, by the infusion of the intention with like this praying mantis feel. What are those things? Okay, two moments here, Opies. I gotta dig in here. Okay, pyramids. And what are you guys? Thank you. So the pyramids are actually carried on the back of turtles. And normally the turtle shell is round-ish. And the turtle shell, we can all imagine it. These turtle shells are in the shape of pyramids. And it's almost as if the fabric of a pyramid or a power placement in either aspects of this one doorway, the intention can be infused between the two to draw in when you go into this dream state or to this dimension, and maybe you gather things. There is I feel like there's an exchange of energy at the golden level. Yeah, golden level. But it resonates in the solar plexus space for you to carry, almost like to fill up, to charge like a solar powered battery, like a solar powered sign. And then you come back through the door, maybe you wake up or come out of your meditative state, or you're finished work and you cross over into your side hustle or corporate to your companionship. Again, those channels are always yours, to those thresholds. It's like, but you can always bring a version of this phoenix, pyramid, turtle, sphinx power with you to uphold some sort of attention that is like a stake. I'm seeing it like a stake in the ground. Not steak like the meat, but it's a stake. And it wanders through everything. Wink again. See, you guys like have a secret thing on the side. And I feel like it's being a little funnier with me, like it has some sort of sense of humor. Okay, I'm going to dig down here a little bit farther. I'm in like sorry if you can't see that, in the deeper landscape here. And we'll start adding on some tarot and oracle. I'm also seeing, as I'm coming down deeper into, I think it might be another dimension of your earthly existence. And when I say earthly, I mean the incarnations. There's now one eye. It's bringing me into like Odin feel. And gorilla beast, yeah. I'm brutal with timelines, but say like maybe interesting. When the lore of Odin is the god, and I'm also seeing the show American Gods coming through to help me. I feel like there was a battle at some point in time on land in one of your past paralleling lives. And I'm hearing an eye for an eye. So there might have been a battle at some point in time, but I'm being honest, and maybe you're resonating with this now. Like if that's, again, that connection of dimensions flooding through. If there was a past life, or you're doing past life regressions or something along that lines, and you feel like there's a little bit of a flood coming through, or maybe somebody's having issues with eyesight, like one eye's been bothering you or something along that lines. It's almost like that's the symptom letting you know you're there. You're at that past life, or you're at that, I don't even like saying past, but it's easiest to reference. Because now I'm seeing it all scrunched down like oil. Like it's already transmuted into oil to be burned as a fuel. Another fuel, solar and oil. Some of you also might be in that industry, fuel industry. And something about the eye, of course, you could be seeing seeing things out of specifically one side of your peripheral. Is almost like that dimensional door is always like right there. Or when you're at home, like you might have an eye on work still. Something about being very present. Because for one reason or another, linguistically, I don't enjoy saying past life in this context because I'm not present. But I understand. But it's in the present. So regardless of how past or paralleling lives it is, it's here and now. The symptom might be coming through even as I'm never really present at my job because I'm thinking about this. Or I hope somebody can understand what I'm trying to say. And maybe just merging and blending, if you are like seeing eye doctors, this, that, or the other, also doing, maybe Reiki or energy work or esoteric polarity therapy, something along that lines. Sea otter, transformation is coming through. Authenticity, wolf, and reliability, goat. Yeah, this is in that like, sorry, I'm really, really chilly. This is in that Viking area of the Odin time. Things felt cold. There was some sort of battle, but it's being transformed, if not already. And it's like the symptoms you might be noticing now, or personality traits or behaviors, are just like the last little bit for you to decide how you're going to utilize this in your own authentic way. I also want to note that whatever this was in the past life to this transformation, you have persevered. You have persevered through the purpose. Your purpose. Your purpose. Okay. Let's add on a few more cards. I'm gonna dig down a little deeper here. Opies, like, share, subscribe if I didn't already say. Links below if you want to donate, buy me a coffee or PayPal, or be my muse for a personal. Okay, let's carry on. I'm seeing coral reef. I'm heading into what is closer to the sea otter space. This is very earth and sun sky to water. Again, it's also that fuel feeling. You know when you see a bubble or like gasoline or something in the water and there's a sheen? Something about that. But this coral reef is a coloring. That's what that is. It's a coloring. Yeah, and there's like some sort of oil spill, among it. Maybe something has happened emotionally, or Two of Wands. Maybe you have a decision to make. I almost wanted to say indecision, which of course is definitely a rabbit hole. But you might be ignoring it a little bit. I don't know if that card will come through. Like, see how all the hands are there and you're like, okay. Again, this kind of makes me feel like in any of those channels, just lots of people want your attention. The sun's come out. This higher perspective. Somebody's cleaning up an oil spill. Like, remember when I was talking about, like, whatever that may have happened at some point in time, past life to this present life, and it became oil, and it like spilt down into some sort of emotion. So there might be a decision that needs to be made. But somebody really just doesn't want to hear it, maybe. Opies, if this isn't you, it could be the other person. Like, there might be an avoidance of something. Or they're like siphoning your energy. Actually, your essence is what I'm hearing. 10 of Cups. Sorry, the lighting it's not my immediate concern. What's on the bottom here? Page of Hazards. Okay. You have the Sun in 10 of Cups, the Hermit and the 4 of Hazards. You are cleaning up with, or at least it's how I'm feeling it as I'm in here. For the easiest, simplistic way of saying it, apparently my mouth doesn't work today. You're cleaning up any sort of karma kindly. But this seems to be bringing up, like, maybe as these shifts, because you have access to your dreams, other dimensions, other deities even, from different timelines. Like, you're not stuck to what's currently presented in the version that's currently presented in regards to alchemy, energy, deities, gods, this, that, or the other. It's like, again, that show American Gods, old gods versus new gods. You have access to all gods, greater operating devices, whatever timeline the focus is, right? Okay. And because of some sort of oil spill being symbolic, or perhaps where you are, it's a very real thing. You're cleaning up for your coral reef of feeling here and now in your present moment. And this is kind of bothering maybe a few, maybe even your male energy, as your female energy is nurturing this cleaning of oil spills, maybe through forgiveness, releasing, detaching, cord cutting, whatever the case may be. Maybe it's irritating your male energy, or it is male and female. Maybe it is companionship. Maybe it's partnership. Male and female being energies. I'm not concerned about earthly expressions. It's working. It's working. And even if someone else doesn't want to hear it, doesn't take away from its working. Because maybe you resonated with this person or this job, this line of thought, school of thought. And that's where like you had a commonality. But because you have access to this door, okay, when I revisit this door, and I will get ready to close out shortly so I don't take up too much of your time. When I go back into this door, because I just knocked on it, and I was able to see, without stepping in completely, that it's almost like I could place myself. There's the praying mantis and those little gobolinks. And as I would explore, there's other doors along the way. And I think they just kind of appear by intention, by my willingness or purity of thought. Curiosity plays a role as well. That's the coral reef, is the curiosity. Can't even spell today. But it's so kind to the way you're doing it, and these jewel toned. I'm also seeing a wrench, and this isn't like somebody's put a wrench in something. This is you utilizing a tool to turn your tables of time. It's like you're doing things in many places at once because there's an awareness of present power and the placement of that. And also, if I may, Opies, there's an ability to place yourself, like when I knocked on your door and placed myself in there, but not of it yet. Okay, bear with me, but okay. You can also place yourself going through these timelines for whatever reason, timelines being all up in the present, different corporate, creative, companion, whatever the channels may be, to actual travel, and you can place yourself in that present power moment. Do you know what I'm saying? So if I travel to Viking times and I place myself there, I go through my gate and I do my thing, I can now place my energy in that version to understand the present power of that and help that version of my energy, existence, entity, whatever the case may be, to, like, how I say, like, give and get a gift. You give, and then you get something, and then you can come back and apply it to clean up the overall coral reef that each curiosity and character has. And then it's all forming in this reef of realizations as one. So each even though in each of these timelines or channels, you may not be an Ophiuchian, perhaps, but that's just another opportunity for you to exchange wisdoms, to remain authentic and reliable within your own realizations. This is like a significant exploration that I'm at least acknowledging as I'm in your aura. And I'm going to close out here, Opies, with the Sun and 10 of Cups. This higher perspective of, even like with the Sun in the helicopter, like being able to travel, to see things from different perspective and pick up pieces of yourself. You know how in shamanism they go down in soul retrieval. You're traveling time, space, whatever the case may be, and picking up pieces of yourself and like soul retrieval from that space. But it's all about the present moment. It's always coming back to here and now, but appreciating every here and now is present. And wherever you go, as you are here on Turtle Island in this space-time continuum, your pyramid of power is generating. But it's like I see it in a sandstorm. Like, and sand is blowing it away. And then it appears a little bit. And I'm like, oh, did I see that? But I don't think it appears for everybody. These gargoyle, turtle, pyramid, sphinx, lion things. Maybe somebody has also past paralleling life in Egypt. But I feel like it's not the Egypt that's historically told. I don't even know what that means. Anyway, Opies, whatever it is that you are doing, it's working. It's working. And I look forward to flipping this and doing your next reading. So until next time, thank you very much. Bye.